up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go, here we go. You're 18 Gator. Cut. Let's go.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
We don't want this.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Falcons, first down. Okay, first and 10 at the 43-yard line. 58, right there. Go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Defense, let's go. Quick edge. Come. Slam. Jimmy. John, move.
2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He'll drop to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go now. 10 logo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 55.
On first down, Nix. This pass complete to Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
A good pickup there of 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
No. Hey, Alpha. Wide. Get wide. Back. Yep. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Nix rolling to his right. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Cooper was the target there. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alpha.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Nix. It's caught, Cooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Nix. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And getting our first update now from Nashville. The Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Throwing on first down. Nix eluding the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. 58, boys, 58, come on. Operating from the gun. Nix. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off? And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Nix. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to look into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Nix. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Nix. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to it. Hey, Delta. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. Check 43. Check 9, check 9.
Now. Second and 15. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Hey, Team 6, get it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Nice 7. 22. Man, I got you. Like 22, he's coming. Watch the screen. Check three. Hey, alert 3. On the book, he gripped.
To throw on 3rd down. Nix steps away to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Ready, 50, plant. No gain on this defense, no gain. Fight.
Looking to throw. Nix. Open man is Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Back to throw. Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw again. Nix. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Ready. 8, read. Silver. Hey, Foxtrot. Step.
Operating from the gun. Nix. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. From the gun, Nix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jeffrey Simmons, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A big play there on the catch and run. 88 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first,
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's our time. It's our time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line. Hey, orbit. Check it back. Go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got you, son. Ready.
Throwing again. Nix escaping the pressure right. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Operating from the gun. Nix forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
60 or. Five. Like 22, he's coming.
On 1st and 10, Nix. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Let's go.
And And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Counter play with Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Come on, set. 10 Tucson. Exit. This is our time, guys. This is our time.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Go.
Hard. You gonna take. You gonna take. You gonna ready.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to let this one go deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Nix. Now they go screen. It's complete. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Come on, set. 8, read. 55.
65, 65. 65.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Falcons' 27-yard line.
Ready.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
15-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
On 3rd down, Nix. This will be caught at about the 6. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Hit it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
10 Lobo.
55, Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Let's go.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark,